Hi everybody, good morning. How are you today? Are you well? I'm great. I've had a really interesting morning. And it's interesting, how you know that you're standing on the shoulders of great giants is when they themselves are authentic, when they themselves are vulnerable. So I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable with you today because, what you'll get with me, those of you, thank you so much, who have started signing up for the new Live in Freedom platform, guys. It is going to transform your lives. It is really amazing. We're excited. We've created a really fantastic space. So if you haven't already, I'm encouraging you to click on the link in the description and sign up to the Live in Freedom platform. It's incredible. I'm going to be walking with you. I've created some great content and you're really going to see how your mindset starts shifting and you start stepping more into the authentic you, and you start removing that which is limiting you from truly living a life that you love. So thank you so much to those of you who have signed up already. It's going to be incredible. Those of you who haven't, you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. Definitely click on the link now. Click on the link now and you won't regret it. So I was talking to you a little bit about authenticity, and I'm going to be a little bit authentic with you because that's what's important, is that we are authentic with ourselves and with other people. So I was feeling a little bit anxious this morning, and it's so funny because when you yourself are creating content like I'm creating, what's important is that you experience it yourself and you go through it yourself. That's how you know you have a great coach. That's how you know that I am giving you high value content, because I live through it myself and I apply these tools and techniques myself. So I woke up feeling really, really anxious. And I was wondering why. I was feeling overwhelmed. So if you, like me, sometimes feel overwhelmed, then this video is for you. And my monthly subscription platform is definitely for you. So definitely click on the link. And I had to look at why. And I started judging myself. I started going into this, well, you're not good enough. And people aren't really going to like you. And why are you doing all these videos? So I stepped into this space. And I thought to myself, what's going on? And I thought, makes perfect sense. What is today's video on? Today's video is on step 2 and step 3 of my 7-step thriving in freedom. And step 2 is all about awareness. Ka-ching! A light bulb went on and I thought, yes. These are still the areas in your life, Connie, where you are not living in freedom. I thought, great, well, this is the gift. This is the gift. These are the shadow sides of who I am. And these are the gifts where I need to start looking at where I'm not living in freedom. So today, guys, we're going to be looking at exactly that. We're going to be looking at what are the areas in your life where you are not living in freedom. So this week, we're looking at the 7 steps to thriving and living in freedom. Yesterday, what we looked at is we looked at trust. And I asked you if you trusted yourself. I asked you if you trusted the divine guidance that is within you, that you trusted that you have that ability to live the integrity of your core values. And you trusted that you will choose to deal with opportunities with the integrity of who you are. And this is what I did this morning. When I was overwhelmed and feeling anxious, I trusted the integrity of who I was to deal with that anxiety. So step number 2 is about honing in on awareness. So if you don't have a pen and paper, go grab your journals, because today is going to be amazing. Today is really going to transform your life. Hi, Valbona. Nice to see you, lovely. So basically what I want you to do is grab a piece of pen and a paper. And I want you to start thinking about what are all the things that cause you to feel anxious. What are all the things that make you feel overwhelmed? And you'll see today the background is different because I have an early client and I'm in my office, which is really, really great. See my lovely couch over here. It's really great. I love my office. I love where I see my clients. It's absolutely amazing. So one of the things that Louise Hays says, I really love Louise Hay. I'm a certified Louise Hay workshop leader, life coach. I've really integrated her philosophies, and she says that every person and every situation is a mirror of where you are out of alignment with who you truly are. So I know that many of us don't like our reflection when we look at ourselves in the mirror. And I think that the reason for this is because we see ourselves through the eyes of society. We see ourselves through the eyes of judgment. You see, all of society's values are comparison. What's the word I'm looking for? Comparative. There we go. Society from a very young age looks at comparative values and how there is better than or worse than. So when you look at yourself in the mirror, all you're doing is comparing yourself. Now, when you're comparing yourself and you're not meeting the expectation of the society that you live in, you start judging yourself. And the more of these expectations you don't fit into, the more anxious you feel. Isn't that amazing? Yes, give me a thumbs up if you agree with that, because this is really powerful. This is really, really powerful. When you look at yourself in the mirror, and this is what I want you to do, is go get a mirror, go get a phone, take a selfie of yourself. You know, when we see photos of ourselves, we judge ourselves. Well, who's the first person you look at when you see a photo? It's yourself, isn't it? You think, oh gosh, I look too fat, or oh, look at how I'm standing, or look at my hair, or I'm looking old. Everything you judge about yourself, ask yourself, is this a comparison based on the fact that I am not good enough? You see, there's many things to who we are. One, there is the comparison. There is the part of the ego that constantly compares us and makes us, feel not good enough. But then there's also another aspect I want to bring up, and that is the aspect of the light and the dark, the light and the shadow of who all of you are. So of course, we are all human beings. Now, what that means is that part of the human experience is that we have opposite sort of personalities, so to speak. So if you are quite loving and caring on the one side of your personality, then there is going to be an opposite side of you, which is, what's the opposite? Loving and caring. Not loving and not caring. You see, this is the shadow side of who we are. And this has been brought up, this is because of everything that we've experienced, and they're all defense mechanisms. Now, the thing is, this is step number 3. So this is, I've just been telling you a little bit of awareness for you to start thinking about, okay, well, what are my shadow sides? What is it that I'm judging about myself? And step 3 is so important. Step 3 is honing in on acceptance. Acceptance of the shadow side. Acceptance of that which makes you feel anxious. Acceptance of that which you don't like. Because that which you resist persists. The theme song for today is that Avatar song, I See You, by Leona Lewis, I think. Google it, YouTube it. I See You. I love that song. I love the energy of that song. It's so incredible. And basically what she sings about is, those of you who've seen the Avatar movie, give me a thumbs up, because it talks about how they see each other. They see the soul of the other person. In the movie, they have like all these they connect, with those funny little things. I don't know what they're called. But you hear the energy of what I'm saying is that they're connected on a soul level. And when you connect with people on a soul level, you're able to see them and they're able to see you. And all you have is love, not judgment and not comparison. Now imagine looking at yourself in the mirror and seeing you. Not seeing you through the eyes of judgment and society, but seeing you through the eyes of, I love all of who I am. I respect all of who I am. I honor all of who I am. So I feel that if you want to be less overwhelmed is to look at, okay, so number one, we said yesterday, I trust myself. So the first thing that I did is I thought, okay, I'm feeling anxious, but you know what? I trust myself. I trust that this is here to teach me a lesson. I trust that I have the answers within me. So I have an opportunity. I have a choice to delve deeper into who I am and to live in freedom. So I thought, great. I trust myself, number one. Step number two, awareness. What is it that I am not feeling good enough about? Okay, so I thought about it and I thought, well, it's because I'm worried you guys are going to judge me. I'm worried that you're going to think that I'm not good enough. Okay, great. Right. That is it. So, right, I'm aware of what it is. Great, thank you so much. This is where I'm out of alignment. Now let me accept it. Step number three, accept. So what I did is I looked at myself in the mirror and I looked into my eyes and I said, Connie, your value is not based on what other people think of you. Your value is that who you are is the perfect expression of who you are, and you don't need to change anything. I looked into my eyes and I saw myself. Give me a thumbs up if this is beautiful. I looked into my eyes and I saw who I truly was, which is not a comparison of what your judgment is or what anyone else's judgment is. This is what's freeing about the work that I'm doing. This is what's freeing about what I'm creating for you in my monthly subscription platform. This is why I want you guys to click on the link, because I am going to be walking with you as we delve deeper into who we are. So if you're watching and you want to remove all of the things that are causing you to feel anxious and to really see yourself, click on the link. Click on the link now. I will transform your life. We will transform our lives together, because this is what my passion is. This is the only thing that's important to me, is to inspire you to live in freedom so that you can inspire yourself to live in freedom. So guys, today my encouragement is that you see yourself. You see the love in your eyes. You see that divine connection between you and other people. And that you become aware of all the areas that are limiting you. So comment below. Tell me, what have you learned from today's video? Remember, it's important to be proactive. If you're proactive, you're integrating. If you're just listening in one ear, out the other. So comment below. What is it that you've learned from today's video? And what is it that you're going to be doing? One, I encourage you to become aware. So type in the comment section below, what is the one thing that you become aware of about yourself that's out of alignment today? And two, what is it that you have seen in you that is beautiful? It's been a beautiful, beautiful video. I've loved it. And thank you for being my mirror to helping me learn where I need to live more in freedom, so I can inspire you to live more in freedom. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30. Cheers. Bye.